Good evening, folks. Greetings and salutations. You guys are now getting the first time glimpse at the 40 gallon. Right now I have only the blue lights on. It's actually almost time for the lights to cut off. But here we go. This is what all the commotion and all the talking I was doing was about. This right here. Still a work in progress. Some equipment upgrades. Some a whole lot more corals. I want everything to be fit, trim, placed where it needed, exactly where it needs to go, and how it needs to be. There's a couple of new additions. We're gonna go over that here in a second, but it's a wide shot of the whole tank. 40 gallon breeder. This will be the best 40 gallon breeder in the world. The best one. You have to leave Earth. And you know, we'll take this opportunity to send a special shout out to Travis from Fish and Hex, CJ from CJ's Aquariums, Rico's Aquarium, formerly Rico's Reef Tanks. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and him, but glad to see he's able to keep the community going, because I listen to a lot of his live streams, so I need that information in my life. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Rico, and if you know, his new Rico's Aquariums is is his new channel. They're doing he's doing a huge coral giveaway, so shouts out to him for keeping the community interesting and, you know, reinventing, you know, the way to do reefing. Alright, without further ado, let's go over some of the corals. Alright, up at the top we have a green bird's nest, or stylophora. It was sold as a green stylo, so we're gonna go with stylo, even though it looks kind of like a bird's nest. Either or, doesn't matter. It's nice and I like it. In the front of that we have a blue tort acropora. This was my first acro. It started growing, so I bought the browned out guy that's next to him. I'm hoping I can get him to color up, still, you know, brown color, but hopefully we can get him going. Then we have a green leptocerus right there. I think I have it a little bit too high. If you look at the top of that coral, you know, you're starting to see a little bit of white, starting to bleach out a little bit. So I'm gonna lower it down in the tank. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it, but yeah. Alright, so before everybody gets on me, I know that toadstools get massive, but somebody was gonna toss it, and I had to get it to save it. So I had it in the 20 and I didn't have anywhere to put it. So if anyone knows how to relocate him without tearing his foot up, then I'm all ears. If not, he's going to be competing constantly with this red Monty cap that's behind him. This plan wasn't thought out very well, I know. Then you have a I don't know what kind of chalice it is. It's definitely a chalice. And underneath that we have a meteor shower Sapastria and a some sort of green Goniopora. If anyone that knows me knows I love Grandy's polyps. So that's these Palithoa Grandis. I have to get them. I had to. And moving on, some assorted pallies taking over this rock. Can't see the plug. there was a plug, and somewhere underneath that mass of polyps, there probably still is a plug. Okay, Rostozoas. You know, I thought these guys were like gone, because then the other tank, they had fallen down in the crack and I couldn't get to them without breaking down the whole tank. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to buy some more Rastas. And I found these guys. They were in bad shape, but after putting them in the tank, they've been in there for about a week now, and come back with a vengeance. I guess you have to be like an idiot to like kill zoas. No shots, no you know, attack on anybody that's having a hard time keeping zoas, but yeah. Anyway, there's my Duncan. This guy was actually in bad shape. He's starting to come back. Then there's some other assorted red zoas that are actually attached to a mussel. That's a live mussel. I don't know how it survives. I typically feed the corals mysis, so I'm guessing the food that gets broken down or whatever is still alive. And this is a St. Thomas mushroom. It's actually just attached to this rock. I don't know why. I could never get it to attach, and now it has. A little bit of some acans. One that didn't make it, but the other guys are doing okay. GSP has completely taken over the rock that it's on. My wife likes to call it a shrub. Whenever she's describing it, she's like, yeah, is that shrub gonna grow anymore? Why do you have it in the front? And I was like, no, it's gonna stay on the rocks, hopefully. But yeah. Then we have this patch of Cirrus. Not much to say about it. It's growing, it's doing well, surprisingly, because it was in a high flow, high light area, and now it's in a less light, lower area, and it's still growing up. So, hey. This is a Pectinia coral. Got this whole massive frag for $100 from if you're in the DMV area. It's a small shop called Capital Aquariums. They do a lot of maintenance stuff, but they have a retail shop in Manassas. I don't have all the information, nor did I talk to them to give them a shout out to send information. So maybe I'll update that in a later video. It's yellow Fiji leather that likes to droop toward the back, even though it's on a rock and it can stand straight up. I don't understand it, but hey, there's the other one. Alright, see my Ghani. It's doing really good, except for this patch that was getting bombarded in the other tank by a torch coral. So hopefully it can recover. If not, I'll just cut it and, you know, try to regrow it. Have here, to the back there, to the right, you have a fox coral. Not much to say about it. Low flow, low light. That's why it's in the back. Then we have the bubble coral. There's two of them. There's a green one and a white one. Not much to say about them. They're doing really well. Favia here in the front. And then another Favia. Thinking of doing like a Favia garden. We'll see. Then we have a torch coral with a bunch of Aptasia around it. Which really sucks. I hate Aptasia. You can't kill them, and they're everywhere. I think I'm going to buy Aptasia X from Red Sea, but we'll see. We have a green neon cineraria, however you pronounce it. Not much to say about it. Bulletproof, won't die even when you try to kill it. Then we have another Sapastria right next to a chalice. I have a bad tendency of sticking aggressive corals next to each other, you know, and then I'm upset when my corals getting ready to die. Gotta stop that. It's a green cabbage leather. This guy, you know, it's the hardest time. It attaches to anything, but it like grows like crazy. And then we zoom out, and you'll see my the start of my Euphyllia garden. Not much to say about that. Once I get everything, this whole structure is going to be covered in Euphyllias, all types. And we have some mushrooms. Not much to say about it. I bought the rock because it was covered in coralline algae and mushrooms. So I bought it for like 30 bucks. And yeah. So that's a snapshot of majority of my corals. If I didn't cover anything, it'll probably be in later updates. But yeah, so here's my 40 gallon. Not much now, but it's going to be the best one ever in the market. But in the meantime, you guys keep reefing, and I'm out.